Coach, first, your thoughts on the two games as a whole.
Yeah, I think honestly, our Fair State game was probably some of the best soccer we played at the beginning of the game. Like the first 40 minutes were super solid. Our possession, what we were trying to create, and kind of pulling them out of their formation a bit with what we were doing. Giving up that goal with 5 minutes left hurt us in that first half. And then we came out second half just totally different style of how we were trying to play, which was not what we asked them to do. So I mean, and then we gave up two more quick. So that was tough. And then, I mean, Grand Valley, it's just they're a good program. They're a good team this year and very dynamic. Don't I mean the first two goals were interesting. Don't really know if that second one actually went in based on film. It did not, but and yeah, just some weird goals that we gave up really quick. That definitely killed any momentum we had. And then, I mean, yeah, they're a team that their first, second group off the bench is just as good as their first. So definitely put it to us a bit. But again, we're making mistakes that cost us some of those goals. It could have been a different game if we can fix some of those. So.
You've been looking for first halves like the one you had against Ferris. How do you get the girls to understand that's the way they have to play and then expand that to 90 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest thing I said after the Ferris game is we have to put a whole game together. I don't think yet this season we've actually put a true full game, full 90 minutes together, where I can walk away being super proud of that full 90. And I don't think the girls, I mean, they realize we haven't done that either. So trying to kind of get a full game put together is kind of that hump we're trying to get over. If we can do that, I mean, we will. The results are different, right? We can win some more games if we can do that, and hopefully heading into this weekend, we can start putting 90-minute games in because now it's do or die, right? I mean, we have to be able to get results these next three games.
Koskinen gets her first goal.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? Even at this point in the season, to see, a player find her first one and feel a little bit better about how her season's going.
Yeah, no, it was awesome to have Carly get her first goal and then Lizzie to get her first assist. So a little freshman combo there. Just shows our youth a little bit as well. Is those players are playmakers and making kind of moves in the middle. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a confidence boost for her. You saw the reaction of our whole team if you watch it back. I mean, from our fifth years all the way down to those freshmen, our bench went crazy. And in a moment we needed kind of a morale boost. Carly kind of hand-delivered that to us. A great goal. It kind of proves, I keep telling our girls, we got to shoot. You got to shoot from anywhere, and it proves that if they do it, it can go in. But no, yeah, big confidence boost for her. Confidence boost, I think, for the group in general, and hopefully can kind of grab that momentum and keep going with it. And again, it proves that if you shoot the ball, it can go in, right? So hopefully more of those this weekend.
What did you see out of Lou and Bree this weekend?
Yeah. I mean, I wish we weren't giving up as many goals, right? When you leave a weekend giving up 9 goals, it's a tough one to swallow. I think for the two of them, that's a tough pill to swallow as well. But again, it's just they're battling in there. They're very much, they're competing for the spot, and we'll kind of head into this week still with that mentality and see who kind of pulls ahead maybe this week in practice and kind of go from there. But yeah, I mean, it's our defense and our goalkeeping unit has to do a bit better. We can't give up as many goals. We have to give ourselves a bit of a chance. And I think I'm not blaming all goals on them, but there's some that we need to be able to clean up and shouldn't happen. And they know that just as equally as I know it. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just kind of try to go and improve and keep battling, and the two of them will keep battling. So.
You're back home.
Yeah.
Things haven't gone the way you want them to here. How do you start to change that this weekend, facing Parkside and Roosevelt?
Yeah, I mean, Parkside's a good team that, they're second in the conference right now, and we tied them, right? So I think that's a little bit of a momentum, hopefully upswing for us. But yeah, I mean, we gotta, again, like I said, do or die. So this weekend especially is big for us potentially getting another game postseason. And so our girls know that, and I think that's the motivation and kind of a lot of the motivation they need. And then obviously we'll celebrate our seniors Sunday. So I think that right there is seven reasons to be motivated to kind of pull out a victory on Sunday. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a good opportunity for us to get home, get in front of our fans, and kind of change the trajectory of kind of what our home games have been. And maybe we'll come out, 3-0 at home to end the year and shock a lot of people. That's kind of the game plan. So,
what do you know about what Parkside does well?
Yeah, I mean, they're super dynamic, a well-coached team. I mean, their coach there I know pretty well. Brittany has them prepared, and they have some speed on the outside that we're going to have to figure out and handle. That's, I mean, how they scored on us 6 seconds in the first time we played them. And they're a gritty, dynamic team. I mean, they've taken, GV was number 2 in the nation. They've won with 1 second left, right? So they're going to be gritty and grind out all the way to the end, and we have to match that. But yeah, I think they're a team that we match well in certain areas with. So I'm excited to kind of get another crack at them and kind of see what we can do. And at this point, with all, with the kind of do or die mentality, is we're going to throw a lot at them and kind of hopefully we can catch them off guard and pull out a win on Friday.
You have a ton of freshmen on this team. By this point, they're not really freshmen, but
Yeah.
How do you feel like they have adjusted to the game at this level?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still some room for growth in those areas, but yeah, I think they've kind of it's sink or swim is kind of what we did to them a bit this year and said, hey, we need heavy minutes from you. I mean, I look out at our starting lineup against GV, there was 5 freshmen in it. So it's, I mean, we're young in terms of that, but we've kind of thrown them into the mix and said, hey, we got to figure it out and you got to get on board and do what we need you to do. And they've been good about it. And I mean, we've had some freshmen step up really big for us. I mean, obviously you see a freshman to freshman connection on a goal against GV. You're seeing a pretty solid, core group coming at another team from the outside on Raider and Peyton and yeah, so it's been a do or die, sink or swim kind of mentality. And if we didn't have them, it'd be a tough season. And they've grown to kind of adapt to what we need. And they're definitely not as youthful as they were at the beginning. They definitely have had to grow up a bit. And but it's tough, right? When you're losing, that's also growth moments for everyone. And so they've definitely kind of hit a bunch of growth areas that we've all kind of dealt with together. So.